Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are going to be talking about all things crypto airdrop related. So if you would like to find out more about this or want to know how your favorite coins are using airdrops to further their development and gain community growth and distribution, then this is the video for you. We are going to be looking at all of that. But first, we are going to obviously start off with what is a crypto airdrop. So guys, for you who do not know, in simple terms, it is a way for a blockchain project to distribute free tokens, usually to people who are already holding it, but a lot of times it is for anyone who wants to form part of this community or the project. Now, these airdrops usually happen at the beginning stages of the launch of a new project, or when they are doing like certain upgrades or have reached certain milestones in the sphere of this project. However, sometimes they are also just done as part of like saying a thank you for people who have been holding them, or as a way to get new people onboarded and increase this awareness regarding the project. So it's essentially incentive to get kind of part of this community by claiming these airdrops and forming part of this community. Now, like I said, the main point of this is to advance promotion. Like, they serve as a promotion. When you go on X and you read about these projects that are launching, it obviously makes pretty big waves. People are sharing it among themselves, so the word does get out pretty fast. So essentially it is like having a t-shirt as an advertisement with a logo on, except in the kind of crypto space where people are saying, hey, get this coin, they're doing free giveaways. This is a fantastic opportunity for you to get in if you are not already a holder. Now I will be sharing with you a few examples, and one of the most famous airdrops happened back with Uniswap. Uniswap is a decentralized exchange, and they rewarded their early users with over 400 in Uniswap tokens each. Now, back then, these tokens were only around $30 each, but today, just because of the worth of Uniswap, they have gone up to worth of thousands of dollars. So they started off quite significantly low, but with people holding it and trusting into this project, we know Uniswap is actually one of the main DeFi projects out there. And like I said, it is now worth up to thousands of dollars. So you might be wondering, well, why is it that they give away free tokens essentially? Like, what is up with that? And like I said, guys, the main reasons, we will be diving into it, but the first main reason is that this builds a community. These airdrops help projects grow their user base. Now, by giving away these tokens, project attracts new people alike. Those who have not been part of it or are still holding it, they obviously gain a significant amount of these tokens. And why would you not want to form part of a community when they are essentially giving you a piece of the cut without you even buying into this project itself, but you just opt in to be essentially a new community member. Secondly, hints to the decentralization aspect. Now, many blockchain protocols want their tokens to be spread out among as many people as possible. You don't just want one big person holding 50-60% of the bag. It kind of defeats the purpose and the trustworthiness of a project if just one or two people are holding huge amounts. Now, this helps with the decentralization and shows the projects that there's a community that is more driven to like establish a longer term commitment in the price action, instead of just people making lots of money and then dumping and essentially holding most of the value of the coin, and then essentially it will tank when they sell. And this also means that it shows that there's a lot of variation in the price and that it is not controlled, which is something that a lot of people is a major point for people when they do look at whether they are going to invest in a project or not. And like I said, guys, the third reason is obviously to increase the awareness and usage. Now, these airdrops, such as the one from Uniswap, they raise awareness for this project. When people receive the tokens, they are more likely to research this project, interact with it on its platform. Now, often we see as crypto has advanced, lots of times there will be a major, let's say on the Solana chain, there will be a major airdrop for the Solana chain, but maybe on these smaller chains that are building on Solana. So instead of giving Solana, they will hand out airdrops for these smaller kind of tokens that are built on the Solana chain. Let's say, for example, Phantom or Jupiter. If you were holding one of those, then they would give you kind of like an airdrop to increase the awareness overall of Solana. Many people don't know about these projects until essentially they receive these airdrops, and then they kind of get into them, and it spreads awareness and builds community through this. Now, this is also to reward, and this is my fourth reason, to reward essentially the people who got in early. Many of these people, like I said again with Uniswap, when they got in, it was only around $3 in value, but the people who got in early were rewarded. So essentially it's to incentivize the people who are getting early, get in early, hold the project, because not only do we believe that this will be very valuable, but we are going to reward you for trusting in us as well, and therefore giving you a substantial amount, which is actually a win-win in both cases, since by the time this project has actually gained traction and went up, like I said, Uniswap again, since it went up towards the value of thousands of dollars, the price increase was significant with this coin. Like over the years, it went up tens of thousands of X's. So yeah, like I said, it's really good. If you could think of Bitcoin that started off when it was in the low, like below 100, if you got into that by that point and you held all the way now where it is up to 70k, it is essentially saying thank you for believing in us from the start, and now it would be valued like millions. So another example that I want to talk to about as well is Airdrops, which is a layer 1 project that has had a big airdrop in 2022. Now this is when airdrops became a lot more popular as well. These early adopters who helped test their network receive tokens for their contribution. So projects can also go about it that way. Is not only rewarded them for holding, but also encourage others to join and support the project. As you know, I'm sure a lot of people who were holding Airdrops were reaching out to friends and other crypto people that they knew were invested in, saying, hey, if you get into this, this will be pretty amazing for you. This could be life-changing. Now guys, to get into a lot of these coins, the main thing you have to do is you have to follow a lot of these projects on social media. Many airdrops are announced on their platform, so that is a good way for you to get in, especially now when there are just so many of them. You can also sign up for these airdrops using the crypto airdrop websites of these specific chains, like the Airdrops or the Uniswap that I've announced. They will have their own kind of, what do you call, a website where you can kind of sign up and claim these airdrops. And then the third one is usually you have to meet the eligibility criteria. Sometimes you have to be a holder. With certain coins, you do not have to have anything in the project itself. Some of them you need to hold a specific one, other ones you just need to hold maybe a part of projects that are on the blockchain, like the bigger over picture. Like I said with Solana, if you held Solana or you held Jupiter or something, you might be eligible for another project that is built on that ecosystem. And then there are also, yeah, like I said, so to get this, usually people would, like I said, they would kind of follow the projects. That is the best option to go and do this. They would follow on social media, check out the websites as well after you find it out, but oftentimes they are not just posted on social media. Sometimes it is just within the closest circle. Like for example, the Telegram would also announce. Usually that would happen if it's not in the beginning stages, but just during the middle. So yeah guys, there you have it. Now we will be talking about more of these options in the next few videos, kind of explaining a bit more. This was just to kind of share a bigger overall value for you to get a better understanding. So if you did like this video, then do give it a like and a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow back for more content, because I will be making a lot more, especially related the series of airdrops. We'll be talking a lot more about meme coins, how you can get them, where you can get them, as well as other general tips and tricks. So have a good day.